What's up, you guys? This is Jayden back with another video. You know me, gotta rep the Clemson because South Carolina. I'm from South Carolina. I'm a Clemson fan, of course. I low-key have worn a Carolina jacket before, but it's my girlfriend's. But yeah, that hard Clemson fan. That's something a little no. But yeah, and we're gonna go all the way this year. Come on now, in football specifically, and we're pretty good in volleyball too. Most people don't know that. But yeah, if you saw the title, of course, then I'm going to be talking about defeating limitations on your mind. And look, first off, I hope you guys had a really great weekend and that, you rejuvenated, spend time with your family, maybe your friends or whatever. I know for me, I spent times with friends and girlfriend and, just enjoying life. But today and this week is a new week. And obviously, I kind of want to create a foundation of what you could work on to improve your week, something that you can work towards. And for me this week, it's mainly limitations. And this is something that's holding me back in a way for a while in my life, because it's me putting not as many, I have a lot of limitations, I can say, with my mind, because a lot of times I say certain things and I end up not doing it. But I want to get to that point where I can do it, I say I'm going to do it, and I do it and I get it done. And I feel like that's really important, because the person, to me personally, who has defined all limitations is David Goggins. I mean, look, many people who've done self-improvement talk about this guy. So many scientists, many people have researched this guy and just study his mind, because how fascinating of a human being he is. And he'll be known throughout history as one of the toughest men, and still currently the toughest man alive today. And that is because he has unlocked barriers of his mind. He's freaking unlocked so many limitations that he had on himself, and saying things that he can actually do. And one of those things was obviously conquering his mind and defeating the self-doubt and insecurities, obviously, that he did have. And of course, many of us know his backstory as well, and how now, he's done 2 hell weeks. I think he won 7 100-mile runs in 7 weeks in a row. I mean, he's done some things that many people would not be capable of doing, and he's taken it to an extremely high level and standard of what it means to destroy those mental barriers. I mean, growing up, he couldn't read, he couldn't write, he didn't have the application, but he worked his way and he learned all this stuff. Because for a while he had self-doubt. He didn't have any belief that he could do what he could do, but eventually with time and energy and effort, he got better. He leveled up his life. I mean, I think really when you look at it, you're like, let's say, for example, when it comes to working out, this is something that goes for everybody, because many of us, I hear people saying all the time, man, I gotta go to the gym, but man, I just don't be having the energy or the time. When you say I don't have, keywords I don't have, that is a limiting belief right there. I don't have the time, I don't have the resources, I don't have this, I don't have that. You are setting so many limitations in your mind that you're never going to even take that next step to even doing it, period. And to get there, you gotta unlock all those barriers that you've placed on yourself by telling yourself that you can take that next step. You can defy the odds. You can relapse. You can not relapse. You can do many things that you set your mind to doing, but you gotta want to do it at the end of the day. And that's why when it comes to these limiting self-doubts, you have to conquer all of them by actually going out and doing them, because it's all programmed in our subconscious to believe and think we can't do it. So what does our subconscious accept? That we can't do it, and we won't do it. It's that simple. But in order to destroy that, go out and take the action. This week, find something that you had many fears, self-doubt, and limitations on. Maybe it's public speaking. Maybe it's raising your hand in class when the teacher wants somebody to answer the question, because I know that was me growing up. I never wanted to raise my hand in class growing up and giving an answer. But those people who did, they didn't have any limitations on their mind to do it. And they easily did because they were comfortable with doing it. But me, personally, I wasn't. It's really that simple. So you need to work on finding these mental blocks that you have and working on them consistently. And when you work on them consistently, you have a new belief. And because of that new belief, what do you do with that time? Your whole reality and new awareness unlocks with that perspective. You know, today, for example, for the first time in a while, I ran a really, really longer run. For a while, I didn't do that. So I didn't think I would be capable of doing it. And I was like, I'm gonna do 3 miles. I kept telling myself, man, I can't do it. I don't know if I'll be able to run this far, but I was like, no, shut up, man. You know, shut the fuck up. I can do this. I can get it done. And I made it through the run. And eventually all those beliefs, those limitations, they went away. And it turned into confidence. I started saying, yes, I can do this. I got this. And I just went right through the run and I finished it. And that's something that David Goggins talked about as well. And how his first time, you know, running in a very long time, he ran a 1/4 mile, but then he went back out and ran again and he finished the run. And eventually with time, during that run, he noticed that it's all in the mind. It's all in that. And it was the limitations that he set on himself that he couldn't do it, but he went out and he did it despite not being in shape. So anybody, even if you're freaking 250 pounds, I mean, well, that's not even bad. Well, 350 pounds, you can still go out and make that difference by taking that actual step to doing it. So many people don't want to do cardio, this or that, but it's all about taking that next step. So that's why this week for you personally, focus on the limitations that you have in your mind. Focus on the things that you don't want to do, that you know that can actually help you level up your life. But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every single week. Have a great day. Peace.